Hey guys, it was a very sad day yesterday. Season's over. The Miami Heat lost. They got eliminated by the Boston Celtics in Game 7 yesterday. And I'm sad. I'm very sad, but I'm also humbled and feeling that we can get better from here. I really do believe it. And look, I want to tell you guys something. Look, I know people are going to be like, oh man, it would have been nice to beat the fucking Celtics. And yes, it would be very nice. First of all, I hate that fan base. I'm glad they have some success for damn once. These Celtics fan base think they're actually title town. First of all, they're not title town. They suck. Basically, this modern era, they've only won one championship. So let's fucking stop talking about the Celtics team like they're just this title town. The real title town is the Los Angeles Lakers. They've won championships in this modern era. Like I think they've won like six in this modern era alone. So fuck those Celtics. Actually thinking they're a title town. They're not. First of all, they suck. They're overrated. I'm glad they have success, and I'm glad they'll fail at the end. I don't fucking care if they win the championship, and I also would feel great if they lose to the Warriors. So that's my feeling. That's my process. That's my thought process behind that. Um, but I hate the Celtics. Fuck them. I just want to talk about the Heat right now because listen, it's tough, but at the same time, I look at it as a sign where like this is a great season. Like people are gonna act like, oh well, we didn't complete the mission. We should have got to the finals. We had the number one seed at home court advantage. So what, man? Uh, we fought till the very end. Like the Phoenix Suns, man, they lost by like I think it was like 30 in Game 7, and they were the number one seed. They had the best record in the league. That's embarrassing. At least we fought out till the very end. And I know people are gonna always say, "Oh, the Jimmy Butler shot was questionable, maybe," but I felt like that was a fine shot. I felt like his teammates lived with it. I think his coach lived with it. And look, people gotta understand, Jimmy Butler played for a full 48 minutes, and he had 35 points. So I feel like he didn't want overtime. So I think he was just exhausted. I mean, last two games, guys. Game 6, he played 46 minutes, and Game 7 played 48. So he literally gave everything he got for us to go to the NBA Finals. So he felt exhausted. I mean, if he wanted it more than anyone, and it was tough. And I want you to hear his reaction to what he said about that last shot. Exactly. He's gonna die with it. He's gonna live with it. Whatever you want to call it. That's your best player saying that, and his teammates are fine with it. Look. It's a tough call, but it's to me honestly, it's the right call because look, he's played 48 minutes. I'll give full sympathy for what Jimmy Butler did. My friend, Adam, he's gonna join us again. He'll talk about it as well. We'll talk about it as well. But I feel like that was not a bad shot to me. I understand, yeah, tie the game, make it overtime, but he's played 48 minutes, man. You really want to make him play 53? Like I just feel like it's too much for Jimmy, and so I understand why he took the last shot. It's tough. We basically trailed the whole game, so I can understand why he wanted to take our first lead of the game. Uh, I mean, Boston basically almost gave that game away. I don't understand what they did offensively in those last 3 minutes. That's why I don't think they're going to win the fucking championship. The offense just fucking sucks, in my opinion. Um, but it was a great season for Miami. Another thing I want to mention is the Bam Adebayo at the end of the game. First of all, Bam Adebayo had a great game. I don't know what his stat line was. I'm gonna check what his stat line was because I felt like this was his second best game of the series, or you could say arguably his best game of the series. It almost looked like the game three Bam Adebayo we saw offensively from him. He did everything he could offensively. I felt like he could have got more rebounds. I felt like he could have got better shots maybe at times because Boston would basically kind of bully him at times. But uh, he did everything he could to win us the game. And that's all that matters. He did everything he could. It just wasn't enough. And man, it was tough. It was tough. I mean, but I love Bam. I felt like he did everything he could also as well to help us win. It was tough. It was tough, man. I mean, like sometimes you got to go all you can in a game 7 like this, and we gave it everything we had. We played hard. I mean, after that first quarter, I felt like we just played hard. But yes, we couldn't take the lead. We were just basically we were just falling behind the whole game. Boston basically pretty much had control until the very end. I mean, I don't know what they were fucking doing there offensively. That's why I think they won the championship again. Their offense just fucking is inconsistent. They suck in the half court. For some damn reason. I mean, there are a couple positions where they do half court offense, but there are a couple positions where they just fucking suck in the half court. That's why they're at their best in transition off their defense. So they just fucking suck. So I'm gonna look for to see what the Warriors can do with that. Take advantage of that somehow. We did take advantage of it a couple times, but we just couldn't do it enough against them. Let's see his stat line. Let's see his stat line. Bam Adebayo yesterday was 12 of 21. Yeah, 25 points. Okay, that's not bad. 25 points, 11 rebounds. I mean, he had a great game to me. I mean, 11 rebounds ain't that bad either. But he could have probably had more. Could have done more everything in this game. We had some help. I mean, it's not. It could be more. Kyle Lowry had 12 points. Strus had 10. Oladipo had 12. I mean, that's not enough. I feel like he could have had more too. But hey, um, it wasn't surprising to me that. No, not surprising. I would say like it was tough. It broke my heart, but at the same time, I understand. Like I'm glad the Boston Celtics finally do something, man. Finally get to the finals. Man, they just fucking suck at me. Uh, and it would be kind of embarrassing to lose a Larry Bird trophy that a Celtic legend. If you're the Celtics, you lose that to a Miami Heat player. So it would have been really nice if we stole that from him. We didn't. It's fine. It's fine. It would have been really embarrassing though if we stole it from him. But it's okay. Jason Tatum won the Larry Bird MVP. Whatever. Let him have some success, but he's gonna realize he's gonna fail at the end. So whatever. I'm not giving a shit. Listen, I have no hate against the players. I root for the players, but I just hate the Celtics fans. I hate the Celtics. That's why they're going to lose. So no hard feelings against you guys, but I have hard feelings against the fan base and the team. You're just fucking too good for some damn reason. So that I also watched Tyler Hero. I wasn't surprised yesterday. He only played like 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, close to 7 minutes, I should say. I wasn't surprised because he wasn't healthy. Clearly wasn't healthy. Clearly wasn't good to go. Not so good to go, but he just wasn't the same, especially how they attacked him kind of defensively. And then offensively at times yeah, he got some good looks here and there, but still it wasn't really effective. So wasn't surprised Tyler Hero didn't play much yesterday. We made it competitive at the end, but just still, I mean, we were exhausted, especially Jimmy Butler. We were exhausted. I want to mention another thing. I want to mention another thing. Uh, I want to mention another thing, man. Bam Adebayo. I loved what his emotion after that loss, what he did. Uh, I don't know if he explained it in post game. Let me check to see if he explained this in post game. That frustration he had. He ripped his jersey in post game. Uh, ripped his jersey in post game. He ripped it. So I mean, did he explain about it? Did they ask him about it? I don't know if they did. If they did, uh, it's hard. It's heartbreaking. I mean, when you're losing your home floor like that, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for doing it. I mean, when you lose like that, it's tough. But if I know anything about the C team, they're always wanting to compete for a championship. They don't care. I mean, for them, they think it's a bad season. They think it's a failed season because they didn't go for the championship. That's just how they're wired. For me, I feel like that's something that they can build on. But for them, they understand. Like they want to win the championship. They understand they're going to do everything they can to win the championship. So that's why I think this organization is in a great place. And I mean, I don't really talk about. We're also going to talk about some stuff, but like it's important to understand that this team did everything they could to win last night. And after that first quarter, which was really bad, it was pretty basically competitive after that. We didn't try to get the lead. I felt like we could have, but we couldn't. Give Boston credit. I mean, they just didn't let us get back in the game uh, and try to take the lead here. That would have got our home crowd really hyped up. Didn't happen that way. It was tough, man. It was tough. Very tough. See if Bam talked about it here at the end. Here, give me a sec, guys. Let me see if Bam talked about this. I found it. This is his reaction after his frustration of Game 7 when he ripped his jersey. This is after this is post game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel you, Bam. Uh, I mean, all the disrespect that we went through, all the injuries. Absolutely. I mean, Bam was preaching. I mean, basically, he was gonna say basically what I was gonna say. I mean, all the injuries that we went through this year, all the disrespect, first of all, and to come this close to the NBA Finals, it's gotta be frustrating, and he knows that. And look, when you look at the Miami Heat, if I know anything about the organization as a Heat lifer, they take it as a disappointing season, even though it's not, in my opinion. They understand it's a disappointing season because they know they didn't get there, and they understand that they need to do better as an organization, as for players themselves. They understand they need to do better. Alonzo Mourning told me this, and he said this in a documentary once. He said, "We need to get back to basics. Get back to what we do that got us there." And so I feel like next year they're gonna be back in this situation. I really do believe that. And I know the Eastern Conference will get tougher. I mean, Philly ain't going nowhere. I mean, they could. I mean, I don't know about Philly. I mean, they kind of suck right now. Boston, yeah, they'll be back. Milwaukee, they'll definitely be back. Uh, that's really it. I mean, Brooklyn, just question marks, right? I mean, we only got to be worried about like Boston, Milwaukee, and maybe Philly. That's it, really. That's the only teams we got to really worry about. I don't really worry about Brooklyn, maybe Atlanta. That's it. But that's not really a thing where, oh, well, we're going to be worried about some teams next year. Not really, in my opinion. So I'm a Heat lifer, man. And whatever happened this season, I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of Jimmy motherfucking Buckets. He gave his heart and soul to help us win. And a lot of people are going to say about that shot whatever they want to say. I felt like he did everything he could to get that win. And it would have been nice if he got that win because he deserved that MVP, in my opinion. Bam was clearly the second best player on the floor. There's obviously improvement Miami needs in the offseason. There's obviously improvement. Obviously, me and Adam in our next episode will talk about what they need. But it's important to know that this Heat team, man, through everything they went through, personally, I'll say this: if the Heat were healthy, oh, we would have won the championship easily. I mean, no offense to Boston or anything. As talented as they are, we would have beat the Boston Celtics if we were healthy. If Kyle Lowry didn't have these hamstring injuries, lingering hamstring injuries, Jimmy Butler with the knee. You look at times not Victor, Tyler Hero with the groin injury. Like if we had those guys healthy, oh hell yeah, we would have won a championship. I mean, ever since the bubble, we've had lingering injuries, and because our season's been basically over kind of earlier than expected, maybe or at least for me, but I'm not disappointed at all as a Heat lifer saying that we could get better. So, I mean, ever since the bubble thing, I just feel like, first of all, the bubble thing has just ruined us. I feel like from a health standpoint. So, hopefully, next year we'll get stronger from a health standpoint. Now, obviously, I understand part of that is the veterans. Obviously, guys getting older. Jimmy Butler's getting older. Obviously, he'll be 33 soon. Kyle Lowry's getting older. Obviously, he's in that 3-year contract. PJ Tucker's getting older, obviously. First of all, let's notion we got to fucking trade Jimmy Butler. First of all, that's fucking nonsense. I mean, some people might say that. That's fucking bullshit, first of all. Secondly, we're not trading Jimmy Butler. And secondly, look, we got some young talent we can work with. Bam Adebayo. I love Bam Adebayo. I love Tyler Hero. I would build around those two guys. And so, obviously, there's some needs there. And we do have a draft pick this year, so that's good. Do we trade it? Do we use it? There were question marks. So, I love to see what Miami can do this offseason. They're going to get better. They're going to get stronger. No one expected them to be in this position. No one. But they did it anyway. And I love to see team, their fight, their toughness. That's the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat ain't about talent. I mean, sure, obviously they want talent, but they want other things too. They want you to have great character, toughness, competitiveness, fight. That's the thing about the Miami Heat culture. And so they're going to find whatever they can to find those more guys like they did last year. Look what they did this offseason. Look what they just got competitive guys. Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, uh, Obviously, we know what they did 2019-20 season. What they did. They got Jimmy fucking Buckets, motherfucking Butler. He's also a competitive guy. Uh, that year, they also got Crowder and Iguodala. Now, they lost those guys because obviously they couldn't re-sign them. But they were huge for us for getting us to the first finals run. I didn't really feel that was legitimate. I didn't feel like it was right. As if that was an asterisk. But still, so I believe we'll get better, we'll get stronger. And if I know anything about Pat Riley, he's creative. He'll find a way to make us better. Free agency class, I don't know if it's good or not, but I'll say this: if we get someone, it would be great to help our team. So shout out to the Miami Heat. They had a great season. I'm proud of this team. Jimmy motherfucking buckets. Shout out to Jimmy Butler, doing everything we can to win. Bam, damn out of bio. You played well, big fella. Maybe you could have got more, but still, you played great, big fella. The frustration's there. I feel you, big fella. But you were great. My point guard, Kyle Lowry. I mean, the people are always going to look at points and say, oh, well, he didn't score enough. Fuck that. I think you played like a warrior. You did everything you could to win. And I love what Victor Oladipo did. He did everything he could to win. Strus did everything he could to win. So basically, we only had 6 guys, really, technically. Vincent, sure, he was here and there, here and there. But we basically played 7 guys, even though Tyler Hero was there 8, but not really. He was basically in and out of the game. So I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of Eric Spoelstra. What he did a fantastic job this year. All the injuries that we went through, and despite that, he coached his team to be competitive. He had his guys ready. I love Eric Spoelstra. Shout out to Heat Nation, supporting the team through thick and thin, through adversity. And they know, we know, if we were healthy, we would have kicked the Boston Celtics fucking ass. Carry the hell on. So, yeah, carry the fucking hell on. Love you, Miami. Salute you to you, Miami Heat Nation. Good luck for free agency. Good luck for anything that goes through in the future and for next season. I love you guys. Whatever happens, I love it. Hopefully, this free agency will have great things, and we're going to talk about that next episode. But I love you guys, man. Shout out to fucking Heat Nation. Love you guys, Miami Heat. Love you, Miami Heat.